Today, we're going to be cooking the #1 eaten red meat around the world. And it's not beef.
It's goat, sometimes known as lamb in Southern Asia. And we're going to make curry goat today, a classic Caribbean dish. Delicious.
Awesome. Margaret, what size do you want me to cut this into?
About 3 centimetre pieces.
Okay.
Keeping in mind that as these pieces of meat cook, they will sort of shrink down somewhat in size, so you don't want to be eating pellets.
We're going to put the bone in?
Absolutely.
We want to get the marrow as we're cooking it out.
And I don't mind chomping off the bone either.
So we put our spices in?
Yes.
What have we got in here?
We've got things like cumin, coriander, ginger, cardamom, black pepper, and we need to let that sort of sit overnight for those spices to really permeate.
But because you are amazing, you did one for us last night.
I did.
And you can see how it's changed in colour.
Completely.
So I'm just going to start browning that off. You can get the vegetables ready.
So what we're going to do, add to this also, is the coriander roots. Now, the coriander root is actually the strongest part of the coriander, and also use some of the stem, because that's where the flavour is. So that's flavour there. We're going to add some thyme, which is a herb which is used a lot in the Caribbean. And then we're going to add this little devil here, which is an orange habanero chilli. It's really, really hot, so be really careful when you're handling it, not to sort of touch the more delicate parts of your body. But because I like to control heat, what I do, instead of chopping, is I just cut it down sort of into 4 sections, leaving the stem attached. And then, when you think it's hot enough, you can hoik it out.
Well, Mark, I've just browned that enough. Let's add all our
Perfect, all
vegetables.
the rest. So we've got some tomatoes here, you've got the onion, and then we've got the jalapeno and the coriander and the thyme. And then a little bit of salt, of course, never forget salt. And enough water, just barely cover, because some liquid will actually come out of the meat. And we don't want soup. We want a lovely curry.
So just to cover it?
Barely cover it.
Okay.
And then turn it down as low as it can go after it's come to the boil, and let it tick away then for about 2 hours.
This looks ready to me. What do you think?
Looks fabulous, smells fabulous.
And this meat is going to be so healthy and beautiful for us as well.
Now, traditionally, this is served with rice and peas, which in actual fact is black beans as we know them here. And it looks really quite groovy, I think.
It's a lovely combination of colours.
Looks good on that plate too, doesn't it? Just spread that out a bit like that, and then you're going to put a nice blob of that on there.
How's that?
Beautiful. Just a little bit more juice, please, just for my taste. Then we're going to serve that with just a little scatter of coriander, which reflects the flavour in there. Not too much, because we don't want to hide it, do we?
Not at all. It's too pretty.
It's too pretty. And then we're going to serve that with mango chutney. And if you'd like, a little chop of tomato and onion just to freshen it up.
Perfect.
I think so.